Welcome to the Live Longer Better revolution. It's a cultural revolution, a revolution in the way we think about living longer, and therefore a revolution that will change our behaviour. Now, this is aimed at older people who are living longer in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s. But it's of relevance to people like you, people who are supporting older people, because we need you to understand and reinforce the message. Now, why is that a revolution? Well, it's a revolution because we need to think of ways in which people can live longer, active and well, closing that period at the end of life when people are very dependent on others, reducing the incidence of frailty and dementia. The number of people over 80 will double in the next 10 years. But we know from very strong research evidence that we can help people become the equivalent of 10 years younger. So for the individual, it's very beneficial. And for society, it will significantly reduce the pressure on health and social care. The revolutionary message is that aging, the normal biological process of aging, is relatively unimportant until the late 90s. The changes that take place are due to three other processes. The first of these is loss of fitness, a term often associated with young people. But we now know that the fitness gap between our best possible level of ability and our actual level of ability increases every year, usually from the early 20s when we get our first sitting job. We also know we can close the fitness gap at any age. The second process is disease. And as we live longer, we do tend to get more diseases, but not from the aging process. You need a bit of luck to avoid Parkinson's and rheumatoid arthritis, but most disease is due to the environment we live in. And disease is complicated by accelerated loss of fitness. And that's the result of the third process that takes place. That's negative thinking, pessimism, ageism, the belief that all we do for older people is to do things for them, not to enable them to do things for themselves. But the other evidence comes from really anthropological studies of societies in which people live long well. These are sometimes called the blue zones, but we know we can create blue zone thinking in any environment. The revolution is we stop thinking that older people just need more done for them, and we start seeing a revolutionary approach in which older people are enabled to recapture lost ability and to maintain and improve their ability the longer they live. It's a big challenge, particularly for some subgroups of the population where there's deprivation still. But we know we can help people live longer, better. The magic element, the elixir of life, is knowledge. And it's consumed through learning. And you are part of the learning process. So welcome to this project. And we look to you to be reinforcing the message with every opportunity you've got in the contact with older people.